Live from the Heartland Mamas studios, this is the Heartland Mamas podcast. I'm your host, Heidi Henry. The Heartland Mamas podcast can be found on all podcast platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Proudly part of the Demcast USA network. As of today, we have 233 days left to save the USA from fascism. So I hope you're out doing everything you possibly can to help win elections for Democrats up and down the ticket, flip the ticket over, and vote for your judges. Look, I just got done doing almost a 10,000 step trip around the city of Marseille for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Tomorrow morning, I will be in Plainfield doing the St. Patrick's Day Parade with my congresswoman, and the fact that I have a couple of precincts in Plainfield, Illinois. So I will be there. So I'm still dressed in my uh, my St. Patrick's Day finery, if you will. I don't own a whole lot of green stuff. I don't know why. I just don't. And I love the color green. I love all colors. Anyway, I just want to tell you that we have to be crystal clear on what we need to do going forward here. Tuesday in Illinois is our primary election. And if you're not out there busting your hump for your candidate, the candidate of your choice, that has a primary. I have a primary. I don't have a primary opponent. But if you're not doing everything you can, Sunday and Monday, and your candidate doesn't primary through, this is on you. This is you, not them. Because I guarantee you, every candidate with the primary is out there busting their butt today and tomorrow and the next day, and have been for the last 6 months. I know they have been, because I know a lot of them personally. So get out there and help them. And then Wednesday, we're going to sleep in a little bit, and then we're going to get to work. And let me tell you what's important. I was just in my little local grocery store, and I just had to get a loaf of bread and a gallon of distilled water for my husband. And a man told me that Biden hates veterans. And I said, how does he hate veterans? Well, he doesn't take care of them. And I said, let me tell you. And I outlined the veterans bill that passed under the Biden administration. And I also reminded him that Trump did nothing for veterans, and he called them losers. And that he doesn't like people who are captured. That's Trump's message to veterans. I work with veterans every day at Acres of Peace, which is our veterans outreach here in my farm. I work with them every day. People who have profound PTSD. And let me tell you that I know the difference between when they have funding and they have the care they need and when they don't. And when we can't be clear on our messaging to people in our local grocery store when they say, so-and-so hates veterans, we need to be able to make it clear to them right then and right there what the truth is. So I want you to get a fact sheet. And I want you to memorize some facts about the things that the Biden administration has done. Our record on jobs and infrastructure, and our record on inflation and driving it down. Now, I realize our interest rates are high. I realize that corporate profits are at an all-time high. I realize that the Saudis are manipulating gasoline prices right now because they want Trump to win. I get all that. We have to be ready to counter that attack. So you need to get your butt in gear and do a little Googling and find out what Biden has done. If you need to, print it off, on make the font small so you can stick it in your pocket. Don't forget your cheaters if you're someone like me, so you can read it. But you let people know and set them straight. I told the man, I said, I work with veterans every day. Let me tell you what I do know. And I rattled off the accomplishments of the Biden administration when it deals with soldiers and veterans, because it's an important difference. And President Biden has never once called them losers and chumps, which is disgusting. That's what Orange Caligula did. Now let's talk about him for a minute. I know they dropped 3 felony indictments last week. I know they dropped 3. He still has 88 felony indictments, and he's out on bond. And let me tell you how I feel about this. I don't care. I don't care if he ever goes to jail. I don't need to see him in an orange jumpsuit, and I don't need to see a perp walk. I don't need to see any of that. All I need to do is see him lose by a landslide on November 5th, 2024. That's what we should be focused on, ladies and gentlemen. Him in an orange jumpsuit does nothing for us. Him losing in a humongous manner November 5th, 2024, 233 days from now, that matters. Then we can finish with the prosecution. But until then, we have bigger things to do. We have a country to save. And yes, we're going to have to listen to that slurry word salad that comes out of his mouth and all the lies. Let's not forget about the 30,000 lies he told when he was president. And the fact that he was out effing golfing every day. I mean, you don't want to see that again. You do not want to see that again. You want to see his fat ass on the golf course, sweating profusely as his makeup runs down his face, as he tees it up because he doesn't know how to do the job. And when he does do it, he does it so poorly that he just kind of walks away and lets his little posse take care of it. His family members that can't pass a criminal background check to be able to work in the White House. If that's what you want again, then you focus on that orange jumpsuit. But if you want a country that is still a democratic republic, if that's what you want to call it, if you still want the opportunity to vote and to have an opinion and to voice your opinion and to move the country forward away from fossil fuels, if that's what you want, then you give up the idea of the orange jumpsuit for now and you focus on the win. You focus on the win. We need this win. We need it bad. We need to bury him with our votes. We need to bury him with our votes. So let's bring it home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stay focused and crystal clear on what we need to do. And that's knock every door. That's talk to all of our friends. That's having our facts straight so we can answer people in the grocery store. It is doing everything you can, text banking, phone banking, donating money, just being there, putting a sign in your yard, speaking up for what's right. And not just at the top of the ticket, but all the way down, all the way to the very judge at the bottom. Get out there, get active, vote, 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 and do everything you can to get people elected. From the edge of the Great Red Divide, this has been the Heartland Mamas Podcast. I'm your host, Heidi Henry. I hope you have a great day because I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Wednesday, I hit the ground running, and you should too.